All right, man. Some rumors got sparked when St. Brown, Amara St. Brown, Marvin Jones Jr., and Keenan Allen was at the Lakers game about the Lions potentially trading for, Keenan Allen. And let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance the notifications. We go live or drop video. So I mean, at the end of the day, dude, a lot of people speculating about what the Lions gonna do because of the amount of cap space they got. And we know before June 1st trade deadline, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be some people who get their salary dumped, and most of them is gonna be veterans, or they're gonna try to trade them before they dump the salary. A lot of NFL teams know it's kind of smart to go ahead and just trade for them before they hit the waiver wire or hit free agency, where they got to compete with other teams. Quentin Williams talking about sitting out. Also, the Chargers might have another guy sitting out in Austin Eckler as well too. I don't think he's sitting out yet, but he won a new contract. Keenan Allen won a new contract. I believe they drafted Quentin, the kid from TCU, the receiver. So obviously, speculation is going to run rampant with the Lions having the cap space and having the ability to do it. Now, Keenan Allen is a route technician. I think he's been injured the last couple years, but the thing about it is, I think he kind of give you the same comfort level as DeAndre Hopkins do. That's one thing about possession receivers. They tend to age with grace. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of possession receivers, they're not predicated on athleticism. So it's kind of like, somebody that's predicated on speed. Once the speed go, if they don't learn how to run routes and do that, then pretty much they no use to you. And kind of you look at Jameson Williams real quick. He's a speed guy, but one thing that attracted Brad Holmes to him, I'd say Bob Quinn, Brad Holmes to him was his ability to run routes. Not only he a speed guy with amazing speed, it's the way he get in and out of breaks and in the routes. One thing about Keenan Allen, he brings the same security blanket that DeAndre Hopkins does. He gonna, if the route say 10, 10 and out or 10 and come back, whatever it may be, he's punctual. He's very quarterback friendly, and still a solid athlete. It's just been the amount of games that he's missed in his career, of lately playing out there. And also, did I mention they got to pay Justin Herbert pretty soon? He eligible for a contract. I was hoping the Lions draft him, but Martha kind of put her foot in her ass on that one by giving them an ultimatum to win now. And then they took a cornerback, which was just stupid. If you want to win now, you don't take a cornerback. But Keenan Allen, he played 10 games last year, but the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons before that, he was all Pro Bowler. Surprised he ain't been all pro, man. It was hard to be all pro at receiver though. But the last, he played 16, 14, 16, 16, 16. So I mean, he's been fairly healthy over the last few years. Last year he kind of had an injury. You look at some of these numbers while I'm talking, when y'all could be watching it. Look at some of these numbers that he posting up, is straight bananas. And you add him to this situation, man. You look for yourself, man. You add him to the situation. Him and St. Brown, as I said about DeAndre Hopkins, be unstoppable on fourth down, on third down in those situations. So, every year, he was, 157 targets. 89 was a low last year, and he didn't play 10 games. Still got 752. Don't really get into double-digit touchdowns a lot, but when you playing with Mike Williams, it is what it is. Got great hands. Route technician. I think he'll fit well here. A lot of people might not necessarily like the age. I'll tell you how old he is, but hold on, we can kind of go back to that. So 31. So yeah, he just turned 31 too. So yeah, he's straight, but he's gonna be one of them dudes that survive because he's a route technician. He was a very, very legendary high school football player. Didn't know that about him. I watched the interview about him. I forget on who channel. Matter of fact, it was the Cameron Jordan, Mark Ingram interview they do. I think they might do it on the Players Tribune, just like the Knuckleheads podcast. So yeah, I think they might do that shit on there too, dude. So yeah, that was a good interview. If you get a chance to see it, he talked about gaming too. He got this really top-notch gaming computer that he got custom built that he was speaking on. So, but But I wouldn't be mad at it at all, bro. I mean, he's gonna put up his contract in a second here, but yeah, I'm a huge Keenan Allen fan. I think he'd be good here. They got to pay some people over in LA, so it might be some openings over there. But then the Lions said they made moves to win now, and I think he'd be a perfect guy. He'd be a perfect guy to put in the mix. I just don't like the fact that you could be starting the first 6 games counting on Marvin Jones Jr. He's just not that caliber of player no more that he was here. He didn't get a lot of separation here. He made a bunch of contested catches. So you get somebody else who can create that separation. Him and Keenan Allen can, form a nice little, and Josh Reynolds can form a nice little, combination with or compliments to Amon-Ra St. Brown. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really counting on much from Laporta because my history tell me tight ends, it take a few years to get their feet wet. Like I kept hitting ever since Kyler, what's the kid's name from Kyle Pitts? Before him, Mike Ditka had the best rookie tight end season, before Kyle Pitts came along. So just put that in your pipe and smoke it and let that kind of just sit on your mind. But yeah, I would be opposed to them picking him up at all. At all. To me, it'll make some sense, man. You need that quarterback friendly chain mover. And I think that's exactly what he can be. He can still do some things down the field too. So I think they might just pay Mike Williams too. So, obviously they're not in the Austin Eckler business no more with, getting the backs they got unless an injury come up. But yeah, I mean, shit, we don't, we need them for the first 6 games in the playoffs. That's it. So I should subscribe. So after this year, it's a potential out anyway. Yeah, after this year, it's a potential out. So you can get the fuck up out of here. So it could be a rental. You can keep him for a year. You can restructure and do a new contract. So yeah, I think they still need some help at receiver a little bit. He might not be the burner to fill in for Jameson Williams, but hey, I think he's the next best thing as a chain mover. I think he's the next best thing as a chain mover. So, hey, it is what it is. It's just my humble opinion on stuff. But hey, I'm a huge Keenan Allen fan. Huge Keenan Allen fan. So, I think I like potentially bringing him to the D. I just think golf would benefit from that chain mover. Now you hear some things about you heard some rumors about Cooper Kupp possibly getting traded before the draft, but I doubt that. At some point, LA may blow it up. At some point, they may, but boy, Cooper Kupp gonna cost a haul because he one of them dudes. As long as he stay healthy, he like Keenan Allen, bro. They ain't that most athletic, but they technicians, and technicians last. Fundamentally sound guys last in this league. So yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance get notifications. We go live, drop video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. You got Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.